Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. Wow, the sea is right up this way, Liam. And just look at this cliff. Yup, I reckon this is looking more and more like a true expedition. Path ahead surely will get tricky, just like what real explorers like to see. And this here is something well known to all us explorers. It's a Kangaskhan rock. Kangaskhan rock? Yes sirree, you heard right, that there's a Kangaskhan rock. A Kangaskhan rock lets you store and take out items, and it lets you save a record of your progress. It's real help to travelers. Well, I haven't had much of a chance to use Kangaskhan rocks. Reckon I should not have talked like a big shot. I just want to say again that this here's my first expedition. I'm feeling kind of nervous, by golly. Haha, that goes for us too. We're all beginners at this, let's just do our best. Let's check the Wonder Map. Our present location is here. We're supposed to link up with everyone at the base camp, that's way over here. So as a first step, we could try reaching this spot. Want to try reaching here as our first objective? Yup, I agree with that. Piplup is acting like a leader. I didn't notice it before. It must be the excitement from exploring that's bringing it out. But Piplup, who was so timid before, is trying so much harder. Yes, Piplup is getting stronger and more confident bit by bit. Oh, huh? Huh? Problem? If you look closely here, there are two entrances. Huh? Now that is mighty vexing. What'll we do, Liam? Which way should we go? And here I pick at random. Okay, Craggy Coast it is. Alright, now, let's all three work as one and get this done. Craggy Coast, B1F. Alright, so that's what we've got for the bag. Alright, that looks pretty good. Oh, there's already something here. Ooh, Dratini. Neato. So, this dungeon here is another variation on the classic weird meteorite cave that we've seen before. Oh, can't look at Piplup. Interesting. Use bubble. Alright. Hey, there's some money. Just money lying around. And there are the stairs, but what do we got? Oh, we got money. Let's go down. What stuff? Krabby. I like how, Krabby, you'll see at some point in this video, they actually walk sideways, and that's just a really nice touch, in my opinion. Gastrodon. I never understood, like, I know Gastrodon's supposed to be a sea slug, but like, I don't know, just something about the name. I mean, I suppose it's based on gastropod, but it's still an odd name in my opinion. Alright. I don't know why I looked around there. This is me from a week ago. Obviously, I've gotten much better at Pokemon Mystery Dungeon in a week where I didn't play it whatsoever. Oh hey, a Wingull. Neato. Wingull were always weirdly difficult to catch in Pokemon Go. I don't know why. Took me forever to get a... That reminds me, a while ago I had a Pokemon card. It was an electric Pelipper. They were doing this thing called Delta Species. Oh, look, yep, there he is walking sideways. But anyway, they were doing this thing called Delta Species, where basically certain Pokemon would have, like, different types than usual, because they were supposed to come from, like, this island that had different types of Pokemon. But then one of them was a Fire-type Mew, so that raises some weird questions, like, is there more than one Mew out there? Which, I don't know, by all rights, there shouldn't be, but, I mean, outside of the obvious, like, oh, you can trade one and still have one, but that's just kind of the way Pokemon works. Nobody really questions it. It obviously exists outside the realm of Pokemon. Ugh, accuracy. My worst enemy. Accuracy is really... Oh, Spheal. Spheal is the greatest. I mean, not actually the greatest, but Spheal is adorable, is what it is. And just rolling around. Just rolling. Ooh, got me. That one's gonna go probably to Piplup, because, you know, water type. It seems to like this gummy. Yay. Oh no, a Shirtini. Water Pulse. Wham. Oh. Do 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 do. He was right in front of you. How did you miss? Oh, right. I still have the accurate. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, here lies, that from a few episodes ago, that non-trader ability is gonna come in real handy here. Because, well, Piplup isn't attacking me, and he might be if he didn't have non-trader. So we got Bite, we got Quick Look. Let's see. Heals Burn. Let's just use this on Piplup. Aw. Come on. It just won't end. Thank God. Alright, let's go up here. Well, what was I doing? There was a wonder tile right there. I mean, I couldn't have known that the stairs were gonna be there. Ah, Krabby. Mud Sport again. Oof. Pretty strong for such a little guy, huh? Neato. Oh, that's a decent haul of items. An apple, a gummy. Are these gummies wrapped? After all, it's October now. You gotta start getting ready for Halloween, kids. And remember, anything could have razor blades in it. Anything. Like, who even came up with the idea, like, how am I gonna mess up children's lives? Oh, I know, put razor blades in candy. There's so much... You could probably do it a lot less convoluted, but I suppose the thing would be, it'd be harder to find you. But I don't know, because it'd still be pretty easy to find you when the only kids that have razors in their Snickers bars was the people that went to your house. So, there's that. Gummies are kind of weird. Like, of all the, like, stat-boosting items, like, just general IQ, why'd they think of gummies? If anything, vitamins should have been for, like, the general stats, because, like, you know, vitamin gummies. But, yeah, I don't know why gummies, like, they're just kind of there. I mean, I suppose I can't think of anything that would, like, work anyway. But out of all the things to pick, Why gummies? Honestly, they just kind of look like jelly beans. Oh, hey. A Kecleon shop. So, there's pink gummy. Poison type, interesting. Alright, this will be grass. PP. Red gummy. Yeah, nothing here. Let's go. So now we have Bidoof along. And, I mean, he hasn't done much so far, but I'm sure he'll be useful eventually. Alright, oh, getting hungry. Yeah, this hasn't really come up before, but... Yep, you gotta have hunger. Eat this. Oh, rap. No. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Ran out of that pretty fast. Force palm. Go. Rap is the worst move. I didn't know what I was doing there. Wee. Do 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 do. Boop boop boop. Boop boop do do do. Well, I suppose I've got nothing to talk about, but Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I never understood why the little silhouettes at the bottom were yellow. I mean, I guess it's an easy way, sort of, to tell, but why not, like, I guess if it was blue, you could mistake it for water, but a puddle of water's not going to be following you around. Oh, hey, blue gummy. Neato. How much money do I have? Let's fill the Pokemon's belly. Yes, Liam, we know. Just... Good thing I have the money, otherwise that wouldn't have ended so well. I wish there was, like, an option to return it to Kecleon, so, like, if he was like, oh, no, like, oh, you don't have the money, you stepped outside of my shop, you must die. I just wish that situation didn't happen as often. I wonder what the algorithm is like for these games, like, how it just kind of threads, like, it goes, it's interesting, honestly, is basically all. Maximum belly set, was he not hungry? Yeesh, Piplup's tough. Piplup doesn't need food. Heal seed, yay. By golly, I reckon we're finally through. Yes, but we still have a long way to go for the base camp. Let's check the Wonder Map. Our present location is here. The base camp is there. I reckon we gotten ourselves a lot closer. We're nearly there. If we cross over this mountain, we'll reach the base camp. Whoops, that was my belly growling. Haha, us too. If we start climbing the mountain now, I think it'll be night before we finish. Do you want to call it a day? We can rest here tonight. I agree completely. Then let's eat. Yeehaw! The next morning. Okay. Alright, gang, we have to get moving. Crossing this mountain's gonna take us to the base camp. Yup, let's get it done. let's fiddle around with our storage for a while. Don't need that, don't need that. Hurl orb, yeah, let's store that. But let's take some more. Yeah, I really do hope that they make a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game for Switch. And I do hope it has a plot on this level. Or just remake this one. That'd be great. Because this game does not get nearly enough appreciation. Like, I believe the IGN review was like, I don't know, 5.7? And that is a travesty, because, like, they probably... I'm inclined to believe that they didn't play the whole game. Because, A, that just seems like a really IGN thing to do. And second of all, like, did they expect it to be a normal Pokemon game? Because, like, they're like a repetitive gameplay or something like that. And... yeah, this game is repetitive gameplay. So does normal Pokemon. So do a lot of games. And I feel like this is far from the only game, but it just feels like they might have taken points off because it was different. And that's just a really annoying prospect. Ah, a spider. These guys, they're cocoons. They're cascoons. You just kinda use her. Ooh, a box. What could this do? Spoiler, they've got items in them. But we'll need to put something in, or just eat something. Let's see, what can we use? Alright, a heal seed. That probably wasn't the best choice, to be perfectly honest. I like the aesthetic of this place. It looks very nice. Looks like a big mountain, and it's a mountain. Funny how these things turn out. Stairs. I like the idea of there just being like stone stairs everywhere in this world that only go up 3 steps. Like, obviously, like, they're just supposed to represent, like, going up somewhere, but it's a bit convenient how everywhere there are different, it's like, everything's categorized into floors. Wow. Maybe you need to have a mystery dungeon game with, like, really big floors. I mean, hopefully you wouldn't have, like, as many floors, I guess, vertically, but it'd be interesting to have one with larger map sizes. I'm trying to think about why, and I may have just absolutely decimated my own argument. I mean, obviously, if there was a Mystery Dungeon game on Switch, it'd have to have co-op play, and that'd be really interesting, honestly. Yeah, I mean, there's sort of co-op play in this, but, I mean, there's much less now that the DS Wi-Fi is no more. And Nintendo got a lot of crap for that at the time, but it actually wasn't their fault. I believe it was just like the people that they teamed up with, like, they used their servers, and they eventually decided, meh, whatever. So, that didn't work out. I'm going so slow. Shroomish. Shroomish always looks so grumpy, it's hilarious. it's hilarious. HP went up 3. Yay. 31. Alright. Let's keep going. Ooh. More gummies and stuff. Stun seed, that'll be useful. What can we get rid of? Yeah, what? Silver clear? Okay. That must be for normal types. If Bidoof was, like, permanently in our party, that'd go straight to him, but nope. Alright, just a berry. Let's go for... Ow. Nadu. Nadu's just kind of silly looking. This looks derpy. Birds are always funny looking. I heard someone once say that the reason why birds are always funny is because they don't have arms, and honestly, I could not agree more. They don't have arms. It's hilarious. Everything they do is funnier because they don't have arms. So, ooh, stealth rock. That could come in handy. In competitive play. What would... It's weird that there's no, like, competitive... No, that'd be stupid. That wouldn't work. But it would be cool if there was, like, something where you could compete with other teams or something. And then, at the end, you'd have to fight them using, like, stuff gained. So that's interesting. Headbutt, ooh. 43. Like, who's leaving their money around? Silly. Bonsly. I think Bonsly was one of those Pokemon that was, like, in a game before its generation came out. But I'm not positive on that. Don't quote me on that. Totterorb. I don't remember if I take this or not. And it looks like I do. Because they're useful. 11. I believe this is our tallest dungeon so far. Not that you'd know it from the episode length. Water Pulse. Wham. Eat that. 12. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, in my opinion, is one of the least creative Pokemon designs, because, like, man, it's just a pterodactyl. It's just a pterodactyl. Oh, Piplup leveled up. Awesome, I leveled up. HP 1 of 3, attack 1 of 2, defense 1 of 2, special attack 1 of 2, special defense 1 of 2. Alright. No new moves, thank god. That's always, like, an anxiety fest. Like, what move should I use? What move? Oh no. What move should I replace? It's like, counter on me. It's like, I never use it, but I always feel like someday I'm gonna need to use it. 14. Water Pulse. What? And I'll see you next time.